sometimes when you're talking shit with people, it's like a healthy way of venting and getting something out that's frustrating you that you're a little embarrassed to talk about seriously.
Sure.
And it shines light on it. And sometimes those things, this has happened to me and my friends. And this little light shined on this seemingly very little thing. When I opened up and started venting about it and talking shit, just spilling tea, suddenly that thing became enormous. And I realized like I'm only looking at a piece of that little spotlight. And had I kept my fucking mouth shut, I can't tell you how different my life would be. Like it's actually that significant.
I just like it. Oh, Craig, I'm so glad because it's so, you just grouped in these things like talking shit, spilling tea, sharing things like as if they're all the same. Like, I think it's so important to differentiate between those because there is.
Fine, but I'll tell you from my perspective.
Okay.
In the beginning, it felt just like spilling tea.
Right. No, you're right.
Talking shit.
Right.
Because it didn't feel significant. And then when a lot of different lights that were on different sides of this thing came to light. Boy, did it paint a different picture on everything.
I know what you mean.
Right?
But if you can go on a mental health retreat for codependence and have like a group therapy session about it instead of like spewing vitriol into the tribe or
publicly into like, again, I think that's so important. Yeah. Like where you're doing it, where and how.
Exactly.
Okay, how about this? That it's and by the way, like obviously I agree. Talking shit is not like the right way to be. I don't want to argue for talking shit, but I do want to also be honest, and I want to say I talk shit sometimes, and I actually I'll on one hand say yes, talking shit is bad, and on the other hand, I will say that talking shit might have saved my life.
If you were looking at it kabbalistically, though,
let's get into the cabal.
even saying nice things about someone behind their back could be misheard and misinterpreted, and so it's better not to say anything about anybody else unless directly asked to give an opinion, and if that opinion is for a direct and obvious purpose. And I found it to be true. I'm wondering if I can think of a real life example, but if, for instance, I have a great real life example. Two of my dearest girlfriends in Paris got into a skerfuffle recently, and I put myself in there, as I do, as something of a referee, but there was no way to be truly diplomatic about it. Something? No way to way to be truly diplomatic, because the one would always be like, well, what was she saying? What did she say? Unless, and no one asked me to be the diplomat either. No one. I
was about to ask you, what do you get out of being the diplomat? Do you enjoy it? Do you appreciate? Do you love the codependency from both sides? The triangulation.
I do. I try. I have been accused very recently of triangulating.
Oh shit! Me
and
too.
Even called my. And I'm an only child with like two parents. You know that. But. So I think it come, but no, I thought in that instance, I genuinely have empathy for both of them for very different reasons, and truly thought that I could be like a peacemaker. And I think that I probably was one a little bit. And like, they're both going to come to my birthday party in Berlin. And if they haven't seen each other since then, like, it'll be a nice whatever. And I'm like, they know how I am. We've been friends for a really long time. They know like that I have like a meddling spirit or something like that. I don't know how else to describe it, but I want to fix
How would
things.
you describe it, Mallory? How would you describe the meddling spirit?
I don't know. Meddling feels like has some like negative connotations. From what I'm hearing, it's like you have an ability to see, like to zoom out and sort of understand where each person is coming from, and like you're trying to do your best to bridge that gap.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
No,
Which
I
like
think-
can feel meddling sometimes, but
Yeah.
also like it doesn't seem like where you're coming from. Like, because meddling to me is like I'm being ratty and like I'm trying to stir shit up, but like it very much sounds like you're doing your best to bridge something that like you might have a perspective on that they can't see yet.
Right. But the point.
So
the
it's a public service.
I like to think so, but the point in that
Fair.
instance was that there was no way to, like, any communication about either of them to either of them was misread in the moment, because it's like, well, what do you mean? Like, you know, like it's like, and my like efforts at diplomacy, because it involved talking about them behind their back in any way, even if I was being open about what was being said, was still like confrontational. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So just don't do it in Kabbalah. Just don't talk about people, which is hard, because then you realize, wow, what do you even talk about?
Yeah. Okay. But actually, I'm going to challenge that, if that's okay, because even the fact that it's coming from the Kabbalah, which is another like patriarchal fucking like believe me, blessed be the my people.
Right.
But at the same
it enables like people to get away with shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's what we were talking about when we were talking about the Mother Mary. And like the original sacrifice is her being raped and her body being used by everybody to create absolution for their desire to keep on raping.
And like who is served by that standard, by that rule of don't talk about anybody ever? You know, like who truly ends up benefiting from it.
That's true.
And it goes back to the hoarding money stuff. Okay, keep it quiet. Don't talk about money because we don't really want anybody to know about our money,
100%.
right? And it's the same shit. It's like, bro, I was keeping secrets for people. I was feeling some sort of way, and it never became a big issue because it was all very little things that were so fucking insignificant and petty. And by the way, it's to this day, as I state them, they're petty as fuck. But when they're corroborated, when they're corroborated and talked about out of school, and like, God damn it, I got to spill this fucking tea and just like at least laugh about it because I can't bring it up to this person because it's uncomfortable.
No, entirely. I mean, I had
and then the whole world literally, and I don't mean to. I'm being dramatic because I'm kind of dramatic. Okay. But in a very real way, your whole world shifts, right? Like I was willing to cut out anybody and anything that was drawing me closer to this thing that I just fucking figured out because I spilled some tea.
Sure. Yeah. I agree with that. I think there's like an agreement to silence that like enables like a lot of problematic situations, and it empowers bullies, and it and we see it playing out. But this is like a heavy diversion, but it's hard not to mention like the ceasefire. You know what I mean? And like, does it there the screaming from
it absolutely applies. Actually, it absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. Elaborate for me, because
I mean, just general that like the idea we were just talking. Actually, where am I on time? Okay, cool. we were just talking. I forgot we do a long show. We were just talking about the Holocaust music. I can't believe I'm about to say this. But I can. This is the thing, and you can identify probably by being a Jewish person. I feel responsible for what is
100%.
100%. I feel like it is a burden that
It is the worst thing that has ever happened to the Jewish people is what we are continuing to watch Israel do. And I can't keep my mouth shut about it.
Yeah, right.
And yet
Obviously.
there's so much like feedback as to why I must. And I think that those insisting that I must be quiet will one day apologize.
Right.
You know,
this is
and
what I'm saying
yes.
is that they're like, don't talk shit about your,
Yeah.
like, listen, like, may somebody's, whatever fucking
why aren't
excuse.
the Palestinians happy right now? Or why aren't like the activists happy? And it's like, because it's not at the end of a war, guys. Like they don't, there's
And
no
I've been seeing
it's not
videos
victory.
of occupied Palestine right now, and it ain't fucking unoccupied as shit, and it
No, and
doesn't feel like a ceasefire.
It's
And
rubble.
It's rubble, exactly, and like have some fucking.
And they had nothing to begin with, like in terms of like there was no safety net.
And by the way, and I guess this is what I'm saying is that like it's some gaslighty fucking shit.
You're right.
Where so many people were keeping the secret. They kind of knew what was going on, but nobody else was fucking saying anything. Nobody was spilling the fucking tea because they didn't want to be talking shit.
Sure.
And,
Kabbalah. Maybe that's, I love Kabbalah, but it honestly often feels like this is a sneaky way to get rich. I hate to it, which I'm like all
I
about.
almost joined Scientology to get an agent.
Can someone fund horse tour?
By the way, any agents out there? Yeah. No, but like legitimately, it's actually the same shit because this is how they win the most. And I'm not just talking about Israel here, but I am also talking about Israel. I'm talking about it's people that you know in your life.
Yes.
There are all of these little things that you think that it's the right thing to do to not talk shit. And I, Craig, am telling you, talking shit might save your fucking life. Do it with a grain of salt,
or save your soul. Maybe it might fuck your life up.
Well,
I think
it's really important to talk about these things. Well, and again, it depends who is able to talk shit. I think this is a thing I've been talking about with my friend, my aside female upper femme women queer friends, of how fucking annoying when we realize, like, if you get into a thing with somebody who's gaslighting, who has the space to talk shit about you publicly, that like knowing that the most powerful thing I can do and we can do is to be silent and let it die, and how fucking unfair that feels. Because
so unfair.
Like when do I get to talk shit? It makes me unsafe. It is not safe for me to talk shit, to lean into that.
Totally.
And so those that can, who are on my side, on the marginalized folks side, who are maybe more protected, do the speaking, do the standing up, but like talking, like me talking shit, like could destroy me.
No, and it does. I was just talking to the beautiful makeup artist Susie, who was here, about that. Like, in the entertainment industry, especially, there's like, if you wig out about something that was like seriously fucked up that happened, like it's on you. It sticks to you, actually. 100% of the time.
100%.
100%. Like you get replaced immediately. You get and let
me tell you something.
That's why I'm having a goodbye party in Chinatown in Los Angeles on November 1st. I'm saying goodbye to Los Angeles. Yeah.
For good. You're saying
I don't want to be a part of her bullshit anymore. She is a huge part of the problem.
oh shit.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, yo.
I want to hear more about that. That I didn't know that you were doing that.
I could. I was at the wedding
Renewal of the vows.
Whatever.
It's
I'm
different.
sorry.
Not
I don't
whatever.
know how to say it. It doesn't roll off the tongue. I'm sorry.
Well, you
Anyway,
could learn it,
I
man.
was there. Can I describe this for the people at home?
Sure.
How you came out?
Yes.
Like the most giant blue fur coat, powder blue monster fur coat with these giant shoulders. and, and a powder blue balaclava covering her entire face. And she gets up there, and her wonderful husband.
While LA is on fire.
Right.
And her husband gives the most nice, like heartfelt, beautiful, vow renewal. Okay, and Zinzi like rips off this balaclava, puts it under her chin, and is just like, maybe it's good thing that LA is burning, and just starts pointing at everybody that drove through smoke to be at this phone. Just like, maybe you're the problem. What have you? We're no waste. How much waste do you do every week? For like 30 minutes was just reading everybody at her own love event for filth. And it was incredible. It was incredible.
I thank you. I think I'm at a place because I've like burned off like so much like rage, and like the issues at hand are so obvious. It's like Captain Obvious. Like now the challenge, I think, for those of us who can still feel is to, what is like the alternative? So like and my alternative is not like driving to Los Angeles anymore and like buying the $12 latte in plastic that like some like
Billy Corgan is releasing a new tonic from Erewhon though.
Yeah, but it's in plastic. I saw that. Everyone sent it to me. They're all excited because it's goth and it's Erewhon, and I'm like, they are part of the problem. They're part of the problem. They have the power.
This is the difference between like a real one and not a real one.
They have the power.
Because I was like, sick, it's black. I'm gonna definitely buy it. And
healthy. Instead of saying sick for cool, like I can't take ownership of that. One of my close friends, Sierra Farrell, has been on the spearhead of trying to change the way we are with language and how we're all, I'm punk too. I'm like sick. But like, what if we were like, and it stuck with me. I'm like, that's healthy. So if you catch me being correcting you with healthy, that's why I'm doing that.
Oh,
I'm going to steal that.
No. I think that's a good thing. For everybody at home that's listening, start saying healthy instead of sick.
Healthy instead of sick.
That is actually how deep it goes. I actually want to take that very seriously. That like language is so deeply embedded in all of these things.
Queer people fucking know that, like deeply. Like it's like not just a fucking word. That's why I asked you when you pulled up with your car. Like it's like you're asking for it. Our words are power. Our words are power. You know.
My car says despair
on the bumper. I'm like, you are asking for some like violent butt sex with that in a bad way.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: is that I'm in LA traffic a lot, and I often catch people behind me getting a good laugh with the juxtaposition of my broken, cracked bumper and my and a bumper sticker that says despair.
It was art to me.
Yeah, it's poetic. It feels poetic.
Yeah, it is art. It is a poem. And it gives a lot of people behind me. I'll look in my rear view mirror, and more often, pretty often, I see people go, and you know what? Like, that's about, to get back to the bunker thing, like that's about as much of an invited interaction I have with the general public as it is.
But it's pretty extreme. Like that's very intimate.
It is. Yeah. You're right. I'm glad you bring this up because it's true. there's like there is a moment that I am having inside of my car in traffic.
I know it well, and I refuse.
Yeah.
I refuse to participate.
and it's like, but I'm more stoned than you probably, and so
Probably, yeah.
I'm like really paying attention to the people around me and trying to like feel what it is that happened in their day, where they're going, how they're feeling, how they're riding out the traffic.
Mm.
I really have a real fun time hopping from car to car and like being with these people. I'm always looking for people crying. Honestly, you'd think that I'd see it a lot. I never have seen anybody crying in traffic in LA.
What?
Never.
I definitely have.
I have not. But
I have been that person crying.
Yeah.
Oh, I have been the person. I have been that
Oh
person
yeah, maybe
crying.
if you're not seeing it, you are the person.
Yeah, it's a good place to cry. It's as
The
good as
car
a
is the
hotel
best
bathroom.
place. Yeah.
And that's the other thing. I've been doing karaoke in my car.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I did karaoke on the way up here to Ojai in my car with a karaoke microphone, singing to Bell and Sebastian and other things. And which is everybody just saw really far under the hood. And so my point is that like there's this like moment that you have with yourself that you're like, you have to be focused, but that focus allows like freedom of thought.
But at what fucking expense? Like, look at all the cars like sending emissions into the ether,
Yeah, I'm not
like
defending that.
chasing the dollar to like no avail. I'm like, I thought LA was done. Why is it worse traffic? Like, why is the traffic worse than ever? And it's because we lost a bunch of roads. LA needs help, and she didn't want it from me. She didn't want my help, and so I'm kind of like,
You're
goodbye,
such a bad bitch.
goodbye, girlfriend. Like, be
So where are you going? I mean, I love
just to Ojai, and
Okay.
and I have an apartment in
so you're
Berlin.
gonna stay in Ohio?
I'm gonna stay in Ojai.
Oh Jesus! Okay, look, I mean, give me a break. Yeah, fine. You're still on the West Coast. You're still okay. Whatever.
I'm not driving
different,
there
though.
anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not going there anymore.
Yeah. it's
Like, I mean,
different.
I of course, like, I have beautiful artist friends that are doing beautiful artist things there. Like, it's not a super rigid thing, but like part of my premiere on November 1st on Chungking Road is to say goodbye to Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I feel like saying goodbye to America again, and I know that that's
Well,
like
why?
a defeatist thing. I've been thinking about like, because I don't want to survive in the post-apocalypse. I don't want to be around fighting. I don't want to fight a civil war. I actually care too much here, because here's the thing is that like the fact that I would have to fight you over what I feel like is the base of goodness, I'd rather die. I'd rather die.
Sure.
Or just walk peacefully to some place where I don't have to convince people for the base values.
Well, that's why I have now an apartment in Berlin.
Yeah, smart.
But
by the way, shout out to my friends in Berlin.
Oh, yeah.
It's not so good
Well, I mean,
over
I
there
think that-
as well.
yeah.
This is
You
the
know what I
thing.
mean?
Like, where do you
like-
think you're going to go that you're going to get away from what's happening? Like, this isn't a unique to the United States
No,
thing.
no.
It's true.
It's
It's
not.
true. But I do also think that like our cartoons have fucked us up.
Yeah.
And like America particularly, it's founded by a bunch of people who like wanted to burn their daughters so badly that they like bared the Atlantic Ocean, to find a place where they could make it legal to burn their daughters in peace. And so like if that's your foundation,
Well, no, and the karma then of like killing, back to our point, killing
of
all the
course,
people who are
indigenous
here.
people, you know what I
they-
mean? Like it is a
America-
dark history, and I'm
yeah.
not associated to
Wait,
of that.
Question.
By the way, Eastern European.
Yes, Zinzi.
Question.
Yes.
Is Midnight Across America like? Is that the name like in somewhat of
double entendre.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Very much so. Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is certainly midnight, and
Yeah.
and to describe us, and the name Midnight Across America, obviously being the times that we're like airing, but also that like there are why is we were thinking like, why is it that the Lost Boys are hanging out at night and not during the day? Why is it that why is it that the witches are always in the dark, right? Not because the darkness is bad, but because we gotta hide, and there's a safety at night to be amongst each other and share thoughts that don't seem appropriate to share during the day.